Welcome to Crossville Profiles, a venture about the people, pride, and progress of the Cumberland Plateau.
Welcome to Crossville Profiles. I'm Beth Davis with the Cumberland County Mayor's Office, and today on our show we have Mark Baldwin, and he's here to talk about the 4th annual Bigfoot Festival. Mark, thanks for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so let's just start off by telling our viewers the date and the time and the location of this year's festival.
This year's festival will be at the Cumberland County Fairgrounds, just like the last three, and it will be on Saturday, October 19th, and festival hours are 9 to 5.
9 to 5, great. So tell those of our viewers who could be new to the area why we have this festival and how you got the idea for it.
So we wanted a unique and quirky festival to raise money for nonprofits, and so we thought, what better way than to use Bigfoot? And it turns out he's a pretty popular guy.
Yes.
So it's been a great festival, and it just keeps evolving, and a very family friendly festival, and just gets bigger and better every year.
And how did you come about that?
So
I love the stories.
one Saturday, I had nothing to do, and so I pulled a friend along with me. We went to a Bigfoot convention in Gatlinburg, and we were sitting there, and I noticed like everyone was just so involved with it, and just so in tune with it. And then they showed where everyone was from, and most folks were from Tennessee and from West and Middle Tennessee. And I thought, we could do this at home, and what better way to have a unique fundraiser, So it all just kept getting bigger and bigger, and the next thing I knew, we were having an Upper Cumberland Bigfoot Festival.
Well, it's always been great, and everybody's always had so much fun. But this year, what is new and different about this year's?
So one thing we've added this year that is something we've never had before is a silent auction.
Oh, okay.
And so vendors are turning in items. We're going to collect items from around town.
Very good.
And the proceeds from that will also go toward the festival, which benefits veterans and first responders, which we'll talk about, I'm sure, more in just a moment. So that just all goes into that pot of money. So that is the most unique thing that we've added so far this year.
Okay.
And we're very excited to see how it's going to be a very unique silent auction, that's for sure.
I bet. Well, what about the festival this year is returning? Like some of the same old things that everyone loves.
So everyone loves our unique vendors. I mean, these are vendors you don't see at any other festival.
Right.
I mean, where do you go to see Bigfoot, stuff at another festival? And we have unique food trucks. We have the Bigfoot calling contest. What other festival can you go to that has a Bigfoot calling contest?
And that one is always,
yes, it's a hit, especially when the kids participate.
Yes.
I mean, that's the best. And this year last year the helicopter rides were very popular.
They were.
We're bringing those back again this year.
Okay, good.
And we'll have Army equipment for folks to look at. Once again, we're still working with the National Guard to see exactly what will be available. I'm told the short supply in some things. So, but they're going to bring what they've got, and we'll see what that looks like. And just all kinds of cool things, Beth. We're very excited.
And are you doing the 5K again?
Yes, we are bringing back the Bigfoot 5K Glow Run.
That was a popular thing.
Yes, people missed it when we didn't have it last year. And so we listened, and we're bringing it back.
Okay, good.
People are already signing up for that.
Okay,
so
good.
It's I think that's going to be a popular thing.
Yeah. Well, everybody loves the night run.
Yes.
I think everybody.
Especially when you're worried that Bigfoot's going to jump out and get you. So, you never know.
Well, and also one of the most popular things that have in the past has been like the celebrity lineup. So what do you got in store for us this year?
Yeah, so this year we lined up Ronnie LeBlanc, and he's from Expedition Bigfoot. And of course that show's very popular on the Travel Channel, Disney Plus. And plus, he's an expert on other things as well that some folks may not know, about the paranormal stuff, UFOs. You can ask him anything you want to, and he's going to have some type of an answer.
Wow.
So we're very excited about Ronnie coming down and joining us for the first time ever at our festival.
Right.
And we're ready to welcome him to Crossville.
Well, good. Well, I'm sure that'll be a big hit.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot more questions I have to ask, but we do need to take a short break, and we'll be right back with Crossville Profiles.
Welcome to the Crossville, Cumberland County Tourism Channel. If you would like to see your business, organization, or event on this channel, please call 931-484-4546.
Welcome back to Crossville Profiles. Today we've been speaking with Mark Baldwin with the Upper Cumberland Bigfoot Festival, which is always a big hit here in our area. And we were talking about the celebrity lineup and all of that, but one of the biggest things is the sponsors that you have every year. It's hard to pull off a festival without sponsors. I mean, it really is. And who is your main sponsor this year?
Yeah, it would be impossible, Beth, to pull this off without a main sponsor.
Right,
Our main
right.
sponsor, once again, is Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union.
Fabulous.
So we
Great.
couldn't be more grateful for them, and
Yes.
it just makes it so much easier on us. And this year they got on board early. I mean, they wanted to
Good.
make sure that they were the main sponsor.
Well, it's very popular,
And,
yeah.
so this will be their third year in a row
Yes.
being the main sponsor, and we're very tickled with that.
Yeah, what a great, they're a great
Yes.
financial institution.
Mhm.
Now, we briefly, in the last segment, talked about vendors and how dynamic they are and different, but are you expecting about the same number of vendors this year? And how many is that?
We always have at least 100. And we're already approaching that at this time. And
okay.
so as we get closer to the festival, more and more will sign up. So it's always interesting to see just exactly how many more come on board. And,
Yeah.
and it's also an opportunity to get to talk to
Yeah.
a lot of good veterans organizations too, because we invite
Right.
them to come out, and they get to set up, and so you'll get to speak with those folks.
Well, and we've talked about sponsors and vendors, but what are some volunteer opportunities if somebody who's watching was like, hey, I want to help because, I want to help with that nonprofit or whatever, like, how can they help?
Yeah, just reach out to us. We've got our website, ucbigfoot.com. We've got a Facebook page, UC Bigfoot. Reach out to us, and there's also a link on our website for volunteers. So let us know what you'd like to help with. We always usually help with the silent auction.
Right.
There's so many things to help with on vendor setup day, which is the day before.
Yes.
So there are plenty of opportunities for you to help, and we will work with anyone on that.
And in the last segment, we also talked about, you do this mainly to help a nonprofit. And where are those funds going this year?
So last year we benefited veterans, and this year we're doing the same thing. So
Yeah.
we're going to do veterans, and we're also extending it to first responders.
Oh, good.
And there's a Creative Compassions Veterans Assistance Program here in Cumberland County is
Yep.
where the money will go to. 50% of it. The other 50% will go to Serve Strong, which is a nonprofit set up by Chester Goad, a local gentleman who developed a nonprofit in response to his son being killed in an automobile accident,
Right.
who was an off-duty cop at the time. So he wants to raise money for first responders for whatever needs they have, or what they have to deal with, and so we're just so proud to be able to help with
That's
that.
a great idea.
And last year, Beth, we raised over $20,000 for veterans, and
I know,
it
it
was
was
that's just
spectacular.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing what this festival has become.
No, it really has. It's incredible.
Yes.
Now, I know there is a schedule the day of, and that's always like a big thing. Where can our viewers go to see like the day of events?
Yeah, ucbigfoot.com, the letter
Okay.
U, the letter C, bigfoot.com. That's where I have the information about the 5K. That's where I have the information about the silent auction,
Good.
vendors. You can see who's going to be there, what they're going to offer. I mean, it's a plethora of
So
information on that
nonstop
website.
shop right there.
Yes,
Everything
right
we need
there,
to know.
ucbigfoot.com. I keep it updated every day.
Okay.
So
All
it's out
right.
there for you.
Well, are we forgetting anything? Is there something that, other than maybe the merchandise?
We do have some cool merchandise. We've got, of course, our baby squatches, and
Yes,
they're
love
custom.
those.
We have our little custom sweater, the little blue bags where you can buy your merch as you go through the festival. And then, of course, we've got our hoodies, which are a
Yes.
hit. So we'll have these. And Beth, while the festival itself goes to veterans and first responders, I should add that the VIP event benefits the Young Marines of Cumberland County.
Okay, good.
And the
Good.
5K event will benefit a local group that supports cancer patients here in Cumberland County with expenses that they accrue, which like for Boost, energy drinks,
Oh, wow.
gas to go
Little
to and from
things.
treatments.
Yeah.
So we not only have a main benefactor of the day of the festival, we do benefit all kinds
Yeah,
of groups.
well,
so.
you're knocking out like 4 or 5 nonprofits all
Yes.
local Cumberland County
And
nonprofit.
lots of
So,
schools use us as a fundraising
That's
event
right.
when they set up there.
yeah,
So
that Dunkin'
it's
booth
just-
is always a hit.
Yes,
and that's
it's
like-
it's
yeah.
a huge community event,
Yeah,
and that
it
is
is.
what we are so proud of. It is
Absolutely.
a community event.
Well, we
doing good
appreciate
things.
your like nonstop work on it. I mean, that there is no doubt about that. But before we get out of here, Mark, let's recap the date, the time, and location for everyone just one more time.
Yep, Cumberland County Fairgrounds, that's 1398 Livingston Road,
Okay.
Crossville, Tennessee, October 19th from 9 to 5.
All right. Well, thank you for being on the show. I'd also like to thank the staff and students at Gateway Productions, and thank you for watching Crossville Profiles.